give you some extra questions of this chapter, migration. Okay, so just write it. The first one is define migration, immigration, immigration, and brain drain. Next one, differentiate between immigration and immigration. Third one, what is temporary and permanent migration? Fourth one, write any 5 push and pull factors. Fifth one, throw some light on migration of people in different countries. Okay, so as I told you children, migration, what is migration? Migration is the movement of people from one place to other place in search of good opportunities, in search of better standard of living. Okay, and immigration and immigration. Immigration is the movement of people from one country to other country. The country in which they are shifting increases the population, and the country from which they are going, that's their home country, is it's immigration for them, and it's immigration for the destination country. Brain drain is the loss of skilled and capable people. Skilled, most capable, it's the persistent loss of skilled and most capable people from our country. Okay, and it's the loss for the home country. Differentiate between immigration and immigration. Just now I told you, immigration increases the size of population, immigration decreases the size of population. Immigration and immigration, there can be various advantages of immigration, there can be various advantages of immigration, and disadvantages of both, that you can write. What is temporary and permanent migration? Temporary migration is the migration in which people they are moving to the other country by permanently settling there, by temporarily settling there, not permanently settling there, not changing their place of residence. They are shifting for a few months, they are shifting for a few months or few years, and then they are coming back, they are returning to their home country. But it's not in the case of permanent migration. In the case of permanent migration, people or a group of people, they are changing their place of residence, they are shifting to another country and not returning to their home country. What are pull and push factors, children? Pull factors are the factors which pulls or attracts, like better quality of life, better standard of living, and push factors are the disadvantages of the home country, which tells an individual to go and shift into the other country, like economic backwardness, political turmoil, etc. Okay, throw some light on migration of people in different countries of the world. Like migration of people in different countries of the world, you can say that in the recent past, people have migrated from many countries. They have shifted from many countries. Like in 1947, it was a forced migration in which Hindus and Muslims were separated. They were shifted in India and Pakistan, and then in Russia also, due to economic backwardness there was migration. And then in other parts of the country, due to various reasons, there is migration. Okay, so this chapter is all about migration, immigration, immigration, brain drain. What are the advantages of immigration, disadvantages of immigration, advantages of immigration, disadvantages of immigration? What are the positive impacts of brain drain, negative impacts of brain drain? What is permanent migration? What is temporary migration? What are the pull factors, push factors? Okay, so in this chapter, I think this chapter is quite clear to you, and these extra questions are only for your revision. This you can do in your fair copy, means you have to do these questions in your fair copy. And the students, those who have got the questions in the live classes, okay, if you don't get these questions, you can add them, and if the questions are same which I gave you in the live classes, you do not write this question. Okay, only the different one you write. And see children, do this question also, and do the question which I told you. Reflect why I explained you in the last video. You can refer to the video and you can write the answer in your own words. And you have to study the whole book in class 8. So it's better that you write the answers in your own words and be specific, children. You write the answers point wise, okay? And don't make paragraph and write a story, okay? So write the answer in point wise. You make the points and write. It would be quite clear for me for correction and for you to learn also, okay? So these questions you do in copy, long answers you do in copy, reflect why you do in copy, fill in the blanks, agree and disagree you do in book itself, okay? And short answers, if it is very short, you can write in the book, and if the answer is long, like if it's of 2 or 3 lines, 4 lines, you can write in copy, or you write the short answers also in copy, because you don't have any work to do. These 2 chapters are coming in your exam, population dynamics and migration. In the next class, I'll give you the questions on population dynamics, that also you do in your copy, okay? In the blank pages in your geography copy, on the left hand side, population dynamics question you do in that page, okay? On that page you do the question of population dynamics. And children, if you don't understand anything, you can refer to or you can ask me in the live classes. You can refer to the previous videos in which full explanation of the chapter is given, okay? Full explanation of the chapter migration is given, population dynamics is given. You can rewind the video and check to the explanation given there. And even if you don't understand, you can ask me in the live classes, okay? Whatever problem you have, you ask me in the live classes. I'll be clearing your doubts there, okay? And what I'm explaining you in the live classes on the daily basis, you have to learn. On the daily basis you have to learn, you have to revise. First I'll ask you the questions, and then only I start teaching the next topic, okay? And be serious in the live classes, be on time, don't be late for the class, and give excuses like the network was not there. Many of you do that, so please don't do this. Be on time in the classes. These are extra questions which you have to do along with the questions given in your book, okay? And you can write the answers in your own words, as I told you that answers can be written in your own words. Modify the answers according to you and write, but the answer should be meaningful and it should be point wise, okay?